And with that, we welcome you out to Storey Gym for game number 2 of our doubleheader. This one's anything like our first game. We are ready for a doozy. LCCC women falling 65-62 to the Western Wyoming Community College Mustangs, dropping to 4-7. Tomorrow's game, a huge game for the LCCC women as they want to try and get themselves out of a spot where they're stuck between Northwest and Gillette College. Men on the other side of things, it's between these two teams for who's going to be the 4 and the 5 winner hosts from tonight's contest, as the Golden Eagles will start out on defense. Western Wyoming College winning the opening tip. Davenport takes it up top. They'll nearly throw the ball away. Trayvon Chambers goes back to Davenport. Now he does throw the ball away as Scroggins with a nice little steal runs the court, lays it in, and the Golden Eagles with a nice burst to open the scoring just 30 seconds into the game. Davenport, he'll try to reset the offense, goes inside, and a pass will be stolen away, but a traveling violation is going to be the end call. And Western Wyoming, 2 possessions in, has turned it over a pair of times. Eddie McPhee, the guilty party on the last one. Reed will bring the ball forward, right to left. Golden Eagles looking to try and get a statement win, a team that's really been improving a ton as the second half of the season has gone on. Part of that losing about 21 points worth of offense and 2 sophomore leaders on the court due to injuries, and the freshmen have stepped in just like E.J. Scroggins. Fights his way through contact, gets fouled, and he's got a layup coming up after he was able to muscle his way inside on a tight defensive possession. At the line, Scroggins only 48.2%. Can't hit the free throw, and the rebound bounces back to the Mustangs to get Jackson Kyle onto the court. Taken to the right side, Chambers goes back to Kyle. He'll float a pass inside, looking for the give and go. Instead, stolen away by Abdullah Muhammad, who was able to slow down the pick and roll. They go up top. Pedro Ellery, feeling good, gets the dish from Phoenix Bullock. And the sophomore from London, the Sheriff of Nottingham, bombing it out to make it 7-0 for the early run by the Golden Eagles. Drive inside, floated up over the top of Muhammad. Rebound is going to be fought up as well by Micah Pierce. He can't get it to go, and L-Triple come back with the basketball. Scroggins again able to run forward, and that's going to force a early timeout by head coach Steve Souza, and he is not happy with the start by his team on the court. I wouldn't be either, down 9-0. We'll be back after this on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Western Wyoming making an almost full substitution onto the court. It is a full substitution. Chalk Garong will head out there as he's going to take the ball on the near side. Kaysen Boggs, Pedrick Savic, excuse me, goes by Pepe onto the court. Trying finishing out who the rotations bring in. Christian Adun is going to get out there, nearly has the ball poked away as he takes the ball to the left side. And Amari Westmoreland Vindiola is going to be the final Mustang who takes to the court as a foul called on a drive inside. Phoenix Bullock is going to get called for his first foul. And stepping to the free throw line is going to be Kaysen Boggs. 82% free throw shooter on the season, averages 7.3 points a game. Mustangs as a team, 76% from the free throw line. They take advantage of their free opportunities, and they do here, getting their first points of the game. Boggs out of Minden, Nevada, 6'4" sophomore. Crouches the knees, fires, and gets the second free throw as well. Golden Eagles see the lead cut down to 7 as the Mustangs strike the board for the first time. Reed to Bullock. Goes back up top to Reed. The Golden Eagles will set up against the man-to-man defense being played by Western Wyoming. Muhammad wants to drive, instead gives back outside to Phoenix. He'll cut to the baseline, fade away, lined in. Nice little shot by Phoenix, who's been growing in confidence as well, just underneath 10 points a game. The other way, it's going to be Garang giving the ball underneath for the nice assist to Micah Pierce, who lays that one up and in. No, excuse me, that was not Pierce. That was actually Pedrag Savic, who ended up making that lay-in. 17 to go, and a foul called outside of the three-point line. Savic, I think, is going to get whistled for this one, and he does, as that's the second team foul against the Mustangs. And El Trip will make a substitution as Abdullah Muhammad gets a breather. Western Wyoming going with a smaller lineup, so the Golden Eagles will do the same. Davion Butler will sub on for the big man, so a guard-heavy lineup. I was talking with Pedro Ellery, who's our athlete of the week from last week after a 6 3-point game and a 21-point game against Gillette College. As a travel called on the inside on E.J. Scroggins has him whistled for the first Golden Eagle turnover of the night. But talking to Pedro, he said, you know, we're one of those teams that we almost play better sometimes in the small lineup because we can get out and run. So if the other team's going to match up that way, that almost plays to our favor. Savic gets the ball up top. Adoon will fade away, banks one too strong. Rebound out to Ellery. He wants to get out and run. Hezzy's into the lane, is going to be the ball stripped away. Taya. That's going to be the call. Ellery was trying to force the action, and Coach Dwayne Salisbury saying, hey, there was a lot of skin contact on that one. That wasn't leather. Golden Eagles will keep the ball, though, on the possession arrow with 16.5 to go, first half of Riedel inbound. As Daniels, who's just subbed on, will start the action. Bullock onto the bench. Golden Eagles don't go super deep anymore, only about 7 players deep on the lineup that they will consistently see out there on the court. As Scroggins, one of the big players, gives it off to another one who's been growing in his impressive season as a freshman. Davion Butler able to take the assist from Scroggins and lay it in for his first field goal, 13-4. El Trip back up by 9, matching their largest lead of the game. And unable to answer back, rolling one along the rim is Kaysen Boggs. Ellery there for the board. Butler nearly loses the ball. Scooped up, though, by Pedro. Dished up top to Ellery, or excuse me, to Butler. He'll pump fake, gets the defense to draw out. ISO'd on the baseline now. Scroggins turns into the defense and is able to fight one up. EJ, 8 points in this opening 5 minutes. And it's a 15-4 lead for the Golden Eagles. Outside, it's Amari Westmoreland Vendiola. He'll spin from the baseline, and his shot is going to roll off of the rim. Butler picks himself up of the floor and is in the right spot to have the rebound bounce right to him. He'll take it up the hoop, glides one up, fouled, and it's on the floor, they say. So Butler not able to get the contact for the free throw, but he does see Christian Adoon pick up his first foul, and the third team foul against the Mustangs of Western Wyoming. Michael Amico will sub on to the court. Another London, England native. Lots of English players making their way over to Cheyenne, Wyoming recently. 2 on the women's soccer team, as well as 3 in the women's basketball team, and 3 originally on the men's basketball team. Butler will give the ball up top to Daniels. He'll step into a 3 from the right wing, short, bouncing right to Kaysen Boggs. Running it up. Boggs pulls up, thinks better of his decision. Instead, he'll give to a trailer, and the ball nearly thrown away as Garang tries to save it. He was on the end line when he did, and that's actually going to save a transition break for the Golden Eagles as Butler was looking to turn around and lead it. Still an 11-point lead for El Trip, 15-4, as the Mustangs have averaged less than a point a minute through this opening first half. Ellery, deep 3 ball. That one rolls off the rim to the right side and is there for Boggs to pull down. He'll push the pace into the lane. Laid up, blocked off of the backboard by Amico. That leads into the break as Butler gets the defensive rebound, leads the break himself for another fast break run. Amico gets the first block of the night for either team, and the run continues. 17-4, all Golden Eagles here at home against Western Wyoming. Another throwaway. This time Amico steps in front of the pass that Garong just kind of left into no man's land. And we got an offensive foul as Amico comes barreling down and charges right into Kason Boggs to pick up the offensive foul. And his first turnover of the game will give the ball back to the Mustangs, who now will do the substitution change again with Demetrius Davenport subbing onto the court alongside of Trayvon Chambers. Micah Pierce will also get back out there for the Mustangs. And Coach Steve Souza, he didn't hesitate but a second to pull the starters after they started out down 9-0 in less than 2 minutes. Now the starters back out there trying to make up for the early run, and that's going to help them a bit. Step into the line is Westmoreland Vandolia. And Amari will have free throws, but we've hit the media timeout first. 3:57 to go. 17-4, Golden Eagles in front of the Mustangs with 13:57 remaining. Back after this on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Golden Eagles controlling from tip to now this game against the Western Wyoming College Mustangs, and free throws coming up to try and staunch the bleeding by Westmoreland Vendiola. Mustangs 2 of 2 from the line so far this evening. As Vendiola's first attempt, good. He's an 89.5% free throw shooter, creeping towards 90. That's always a goal for almost any basketball players. Hit that 90% from the line. And cannot hit the second one, so that'll elude him for the time being. Stays a big lead for the Golden Eagles. Rebound was scooped up, I believe, by E.J. Scroggins. He'll get the ball back on the right wing. Jabs into the left, gives out to Butler. 3 ball, no good, just a bit too long. Bounces out to Davenport. He'll outlet the ball forward, and a block by Justin Daniels erases Trayvon Chambers' attack to the hoop. Second block of the game by the Golden Eagles. They soar in for that one. Daniels, who's another freshman for this team, who's been really impressing head coach Dwayne Salisbury, a Los Angeles, California native, the first player that Coach Salisbury has ever recruited from the state of California. Picks up a big block there. Davenport, though, makes it not stand up. Demetrius notches home his first triple of the game, and the lead down to single digits again, 17-8 with 13:20 to go. Daniels into the lane. Golden Eagles continue good ball movement. Bullock with a feet set 3 notches home, and the Golden Eagles crack 20. Nice extra pass by Davion Butler for his first assist. 12 points the advantage. As a drive inside will be handed off. Savage gives it underneath to Micah Pierce. He'll float one short. Rebound is going to not even touch the rim. Instead, it finds Justin Daniels. He'll give up to Bullock. Is he feeling it from 3? No, just a little bit off on that shot as Chambers is able to pull in the board. Fast pace right now between the two sides. Even the slowed down moments seem like they got a little bit of a pace to them. Abdullah Muhammad getting set to sub back in for the Golden Eagles. As Pierce goes underneath trying to find Savage, and the ball thrown away back to L Tripp by Trayvon Chambers for the third turnover unofficially by the Mustangs in the game. Defense has been on point for both the men and women tonight. The women's team for L Tripp ended up forcing 27 turnovers by the Western Wyoming Community College women in their game earlier tonight, despite falling in that one 65-62. Inside pass floated down to Muhammad. Abdullah stripped of it as Davenport able to block the ball away and is picked up by Chambers. Gives back to Davenport. He'll pocket pass one inside to Pierce, who slips one over the top of the rim and in. And the Golden Eagles now just doubling up the Mustangs, 20-10. Justin Daniels to Muhammad. Nobody in between the big man and the hoop. Abdullah with a big slam to get Daniels the assist, and Golden Eagle answers are coming fast and furious whenever the Western Wyoming Mustangs seem to trickle into it. Ball's going to be handed off up top. Westmoreland Vendiola goes out to his left, gets it to Davenport eventually as he'll feed it underneath, and fouled on his way up to the hoop is going to be Eddie McPhee. And McPhee, who averages just under 14 points a night, will step to the line where he's a 74% free throw shooter. First ball bounced out to McPhee. He takes a deep breath on the dribbles and fires to notch that one through. 4 of 5 at the line to start for the Mustangs as Pedro Ellery subs back on. Jordan Reed also will replace Davion Butler for the white jerseys out there on your video screens for those watching along with us on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics YouTube. Second free throw, no good. Another one rolls off, and Scroggins picks up his third rebound of the game. Scroggins, leading rebounder on the team this year, with 6.2 per night. Also averages double-digit scoring-wise and leads the team in steals with 2.8 on the season. Ellery feeds the ball underneath, and a foul called as Muhammad sees a poke from behind come from Eddie McPhee. Second foul on McPhee. Fourth team foul against the Mustangs. Golden Eagles with 4 fouls as well. 11:15 to go. Golden Eagles will inbound from the baseline. Phoenix gets the ball from Reed, and he'll see if he can isolate things for Muhammad. Abdullah working one-on-one in the post. Travels with the basketball, couldn't get the ball out of his hands, and just kind of knew what he wanted to do with the ball, but his body was a step behind where his mental part was, and the ball goes back to the Mustangs on the turnover. Only the third unofficially that I've got on L Tripp. Drive to the baseline. Given outside Davenport for a three is no good. The rebound tipped back to Davenport as he'll give it outside. Pump fake from Carson Boggs goes back underneath. And Davenport's name kept popping up in that one. He almost felt like it was meant to be that he was going to end up with the shot, and he does. Notching it to a 9-point game, 22-13, as Bullock feeds the ball back through the cylinder for the Golden Eagles with a driving shot against contact to make it 24-13. To the right, Kyle throws the ball away. Another steal for Scroggins as he fast breaks it to the flush. EJ keeps the Golden Eagles in front by double digits and doubling up the Mustangs, in fact, 26-13. We're halfway through this opening frame as Boggs kicks it to Kyle in the corner, and he answers with a triple. Now both teams starting to suddenly find the offensive rhythm. As since the Golden Eagles took that 9-0 lead, they haven't been able to shake the Mustangs any further from that consistently. Ellery rising for three, too strong. Davenport able to tip the rebound to himself is going to slow things up on the left corner. Pocket pass underneath, pump fake, and then a burrow to the hoop is going to be left short by Eddie McPhee. Rebounded by Muhammad. Inside Bullock, floats one over the top of the rim. Abdullah looking for the putback flush, can't secure the ball though. Davenport there for the rebound, feeds it up ahead to Kyle, and the ball tipped out of bounds by the Golden Eagles, and it will stay Western Wyoming ball. Man, this pace just keeps on. It slows down for a moment, and then both these teams wanting to get out and run right now. Underneath. Ball fed to a flush from Pierce, who's fouled while he does it. That one was Pierce just cutting to the hoop. You saw it the whole way as Kaysen Boggs was waiting for him to come off of a screen. And as he circles around back to it, he punishes that rim. The foul picked up by Amico, who's got 2. 5th team foul on the Golden Eagles with 9:20 to go. And Pierce, who is a 74% free throw shooter, steps to the line. That's something a lot of players on this Western Wyoming team can do. They shoot free throws in practice quite a bit, you would guess, as the three-point play completed, and the lead trickled back down to 7. Closest Western Wyoming's been since they were down 9-2. Scroggins with the basketball, gives it to Reed. Davenport settles out on him beyond the three-point line. Reed will spot up for a 3 that kicks halfway down before bouncing to McPhee. He'll push this one forward where it'll be Boggs into the lane. Nobody stop ball. He'll kick it back outside as the defense collapsed, and a 3-ball rattles in and out, no good. That time McPhee not able to notch home the deep shot. Reed to Daniels. He'll fire up a 3. That one outside again. Golden Eagles settling a little bit more than they were in the first 5 minutes of this game for 3-point shots. As the ball goes to Kyle instead. Davenport to the baseline. And a travel is going to be called. I was wondering if they were going to catch him for that one. Switching his pivot feet, Micah Pierce turns the ball over. 4 turnovers unofficially now for the Mustangs. Stays 26-19, and L Trip will get the ball back with Jordan Reed taking point guard duties. Sophomore from Denver, Colorado. Over 400 points this season, averaging 15 points a night. Gives the ball off, and is tipped out of bounds by Western Wyoming. 8:12 left to go as Davion Butler will sub on for Amico. Oh, and a little bit smaller again are the Golden Eagles. Tallest player on the court, Ellery at 6'6". 6'5", Justin Daniels behind him. E.J. Scroggins gets the ball into Butler. L Trip working against a zone concept defense, it looks like. As the ball inside to E.J. Scroggins, he draws the contact and earns a trip at the free throw line. Where again, that has been good and bad for EJ. He's had some games where he's been almost perfect from the free throw line, but consistency has been building for him at the free throw line. As the freshman out of AZ Compass leaves this one short. And it's been bugging him just as much as anybody else. He is more than aware that that's the place where if he can tidy things up, it's going to take him from being a big factor for the Golden Eagles to a massive factor for the Golden Eagles, but he can't hit either one there. And the Golden Eagles head back on defense, still up by 7 against Western Wyoming. But the Mustangs, you can see the confidence starting to grow back into the boys from Rock Springs. And there's another way to help that confidence along. Micah Pierce with a massive slam to make his 9th point of the game, and it's down to a 5-point lead. Reed into the baseline. He leaves his layup short. Scroggins, though, lines in for the tip-up, and he is up over 12 points tonight as the Golden Eagles put up 28, up by 7. Boggs gives outside to Kyle. He's picked up by Davion Butler. Drives the baseline. Ball out of bounds. They say he stepped on the sideline, and Jackson picks up the 5th turnover unofficially by the Mustangs. 7:20 to go. Phoenix Bullock returns to the court for L Trip as he'll get out there for Justin Daniels. Butler directs some traffic, wants Bullock to come outside of the 3-point line. In fact, isoing everybody to the near side wing. Outside of Reed. Reed kind of left alone in the corner. They go to Ellery instead. Englishman just a little bit off the front of the rim. Couldn't quite latch that one down. Rebound picked up by Pierce. Up ahead it goes, and underneath it's Westmoreland Vendiola who ends up with his first field goal. Back to a 5-point game we settle. 28-23. Reed will pump fake. His fader, in and good. Nice body control by Jordan Reed for his first basket of the game, and the leading scorer for El Trip pushes them back up by 7. 6.5 to go, first half of action. Deep shot, Kyle. No one in front of him, couldn't hit the shot. Rebound out to him again. He'll go back underneath where Pierce is having a dunk party. He gets another one as Kyle's offensive board enough to get the Golden Eagles out of position on the defensive side. Bullock will attack. His quick step earns him an and-one opportunity, and every time Western Wyoming seems to have a little bit of a chance at cutting into this to more than a two-possession game, somebody has stepped up for the Golden Eagles, and that's what you love about this LCCC team so far on the season, is so many of these freshmen have started to accept what they can do. It's not accepting their roles anymore. It's just accepting what they can do on the court, and it's been fun to watch. We'll take a break, come back with more after this. LCCC Golden Eagle basketball on LCCC Golden Eagles YouTube. Media timeouts breaking for both the Golden Eagles and for Western Wyoming College. Happy to have you here with us at Storey Gymnasium. Final homestand of the regular season. Postseason play begins next week. And the Golden Eagles could be on the road. They could be at home. Depends really on what happens tonight against Western Wyoming. Casper College tomorrow, another chance for the Golden Eagles, with the Mustangs having to travel to Eastern Wyoming College. But you really could ice things over tonight as Bullock cannot complete the three-point play, and it stays 32-25 out of the timeout. Ball brought forward by Westmoreland Vendiola. Gives off to Boggs. Up top to Kyle. He'll lob a pass inside that Ellery was just waiting on, and inside it goes to Davion Butler. Nice feed by Phoenix for his second assist, and Davion up to 6 points, up to a 9-point lead for El Trip. Matching that run that they opened the game with. They started out up 9-0 in a minute 50. Westmoreland Vendiola leaves that one off the side of the rim. Jordan Reed keeps the dribble as he falls out of bounds, gives it off to a teammate, outletted up ahead, and Scroggins adds another one to his amazing first half of activity. Kick pass for the Golden Eagles, leading to that one as they were able to lead things out on the fast break. It was Bullock who was able to get things up ahead. Answering back, though, I believe Leighton Westmoreland with the triple there makes it 28-36. And again, Western Wyoming, every time you start thinking that the Golden Eagles might start pulling away from them, there's an answer back. It's a foul called here. It was actually Kyle, by the way, who ends up with the three ball. His second of it. Kyle ends up picking up the foul as well. With 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Second team foul, so that's 1-1 free throws at least for Phoenix Bullock at the stripe. They'll give him 2. So he does get the full benefit of taking the shot to try and make this a 10-point game again with 4:52 remaining. Opening half action. Bullock clean at the line. 00 Phoenix. With 10 points now with that free throw make. 69.9% shooter at the line on the season. Gets both. Lead back up to double figures here at Storey Gym. Boggs will bring it forward. Kyle takes it left side wing. And at the top of the key, he'll get forced away by a double team. Back out to Boggs again. Inside pass, deflected away and stolen by Davion Butler. He tries to outlet it ahead to Scroggins, who was leading the break, but it's just going to be denied as it's a little bit too far out in front. Love the aggression, though. Trying to get that pace back up to what it was at the opening of this game when you were able to go on those big runs that got you up to a 17-4 advantage in the opening minutes of the game with 13:57 to go. Since then, Western Wyoming's trimmed back into it. They got a chance to get it back to single digits again, and they do, as Westmoreland Vendiola with his 5th point. 4 minutes and 12 to go. Reed into the lane, stripped of the ball. Lost that one as he tried to split through a double team. Mustangs didn't really have numbers. They'll pull it back out to Davenport, who notches home a 3, and just like that, a 5-0 run. Demetrius Davenport with 8 points makes it 38-33. Butler will give to Ellery, and El Trip will slow things down a little bit on their side of the court. Butler trying to tempo things back over for the Golden Eagles to take some of the momentum away from the Mustangs. Davion dances back, pulls the step back 3, but just sees that one rim out. Davenport comes away with the ball. Chance for a single possession game again for the Mustangs as the ball sent over on the right side. Taken by Boggs. Up top, Westmoreland Vendiola goes over the top. Pierce there is going to have the ball stolen away for a moment by E.J. Scroggins, but he steps on the end line, and it stays with Western Wyoming Community College. Substitution on. We'll see Trayvon Chambers return to the court, freshman guard out of Denver, Colorado. Curious if he ever matched up against the Manual High School star Jordan Reed, who plays for the Golden Eagles. Couple of opportunities on the inside, and eventually a foul called. That's going to go against Kaysen Boggs. After he got one offensive rebound, he tried to hook things around with Davion Butler. Davion spinning to the court, and the Golden Eagles get 1-and-1 free throws with one of their better free throw shooters, 76.5% at the line for Davion. Just 0.7 percentage points behind Jordan Reed for the best free throw shooting percentage on the team. As Jordan at 77.2% from the line. So we wander back the other way. And Butler able to make the first free throw. As he's now got 7 points, averages 13.3 a night. Second free throw also good, and El Trip hits the 40-point mark here in the first half. 8 now for Butler. Ball over on the right side. Kyle nearly has it stripped away by Butler. All the way to the hoop is Boggs, and he's going to get fouled, they say, by E.J. Scroggins. And Coach Salisbury liked it as a clean block and holds his arms outstretched as Scroggins will get his opening foul, I believe, of the game. It is 16 foul against the Golden Eagles. And to the line will go Kaysen Boggs, who is an 82% free throw shooter and already 2 for 2 at the line. Kaysen, a right-handed shooter. Only one Mustang along the side of the lanes. We'll watch him make that one. The only other one up there is Jackson Kyle. Jackson Kyle, a Sterling, Colorado native. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Golden Eagles will keep the lead up at 6 as the rebound picked up by Scroggins for his 5th of this opening half, on his way to a double-double if he keeps up this pace. Bullock, 3, good. Phoenix again feeling things as he's having another hot night. Mustangs will retreat the ball out near half court with 2:36 left to go. All the way to the corner. Chambers underneath to Pierce, reverse layup, up and good as the Mustangs find another answer with Micah. He's got 13 points tonight. El Trip's got to find a way to stop the big man on the inside. Pierce, a 6'7" sophomore. He's the biggest man on the court right now, as Ellery, the biggest for the Golden Eagles at 6'6". Reed will step back, thought about the 3. Instead, they keep it going. Extra pass to Scroggins. EJ looks underneath where Reed cuts to a reverse layup of his own to finish that one. Reed with a nice little layup, and Scroggins not only having the nice offensive game with 14 points, he's got 3 assists as well to go with the 2 steals. And, well, why not just add in a 5-rebound game? He's having a fantastic contest out here, the all-around athlete for the Golden Eagles. As we tick underneath, a minute 45 to go in the opening half, Western Wyoming will float one inside. Pierce as the defense get off of him, but he's blocked away by Bullock, who steps in to deny that one. Ellery picks up the rebound, and Butler's going to get fouled on his way up the court to step to the line for 2 more. Phoenix Bullock showing off the hops. Rose up, timed it perfectly as there was nobody else in front, and is able to tip that one outside. And Davenport ends up picking up the foul, as he's going to be the guilty party for the 9th time for the Mustangs of Western Wyoming. 1 minute and 29 seconds to go, and a chance to build the lead back up to double digits. Just got to make one of these 2. Does. Nice and silky smooth at the line. DB with 9 points. He's looking to join Bullock and Scroggins with double figures. That was Coach Steve Souza, who's in the ear of the officials on the near side. Second free throw is no good, as Davenport pulls down his 7th first half rebound. Normally averages just 2.9. Golden Eagles have seen him go off for a really nice game on the defensive side. Block underneath. Ellery this time able to deny Kyle. Fed to the top of the key, where Pierce will line up a 3-point jumper. No good, well short, and the hard rebound to Jordan Reed as he'll go underhanded to Scroggins. Stripped on his first up, gets the ball back underneath the hoop, but can't get the second shot to go, and it's Micah Pierce for the board to give it up ahead. Davenport, near side, 3-point shot up, and that was money from Trayvon Chambers, as Davenport, who has been the 3-point shooter, reverses roles and finds the open man as we tick underneath. 45 seconds to go this evening at Storey Gym. Good crowd on hand, as well as Bullock tries to answer with a 3 of his own. That one's no good. Another Davenport rebound. We'll see him leading the break. Left side Chambers. Waited for Bullock to get out to him, and now we'll slow it down as we're just 5 seconds separating the game clock and the shot clock. 14 left on the shot clock. Davenport rising for 3, gets it. A late push here by the Mustangs, have them within 4, closest they've been, as the Golden Eagles with 10 seconds will line up for the final shot. Butler attacks hard to the right side, kicks to Bullock for 3, no, off the heel, and a rebound pulled down by Davenport will ice out the final, as it's 46-42, Golden Eagles up by 4 against the Mustangs of Western Wyoming. We have a 15-minute break. We'll be back with more coming up after this on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Welcome back out to Storey Gymnasium as we've got second half action coming your way between the Golden Eagle men and Western Wyoming College. Golden Eagle men trying to force the split with the Mustangs of Western Wyoming. After the LCCC women fell in their opening contest 65-62 to the Mustangs. LCCC men trying to exact a slight measure of revenge on those same Mustangs. Davenport will start out with the basketball, as will the Western Wyoming Community College Mustangs. Reed, Bullock, Muhammad, Ellery, and Scroggins, the starting five for the Golden Eagles in the second half. As Pierce gets the ball, Muhammad forces the ball away from him, but into the hands of Eddie McPhee, who for the first time strikes from the field. And it's a 2-point game. Golden Eagles gave up a 6-0 run to Western Wyoming to close out the first half, and they're going to get a 4-0 run to open up the second half as Micah Pierce latches in for his 15th point. Ball tipped over to the right side, out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Western Wyoming, so the Golden Eagles will keep possession. This is where, if you're El Trip, learning how to close games out with wins is something that this team is working on improving on towards the season. That's where just freshmen still need to learn. That's a skill. Ellery will try a three. That's off the side of the rim. Rebound scooped up by Kyle as he'll try and give Western Wyoming a chance to get their first lead of the game. Remember, they started out down 9-0. Pump fake on the right side. It's going to lead to a skip pass back to Davenport. Touch pass down low to Pierce. That'll settle through. 6-0 run as Trayvon Chambers gets his first field goal of the second half. 3 buckets from 3 different players for the Mustangs. A 6-0 run, have them up 48-46. But Reed says not for long. Jordan with a nice drop from the outside makes it 49-48. And the Golden Eagles get that lead right back. Nice shot there. This could turn into a very tense second half of action. First time it was a 76-72 win for the Golden Eagles when these two teams faced off against each other in Rock Springs. So these two teams already have played a couple of tight battles as Muhammad pulls down a defensive rebound inside. Ellery takes it into the corner and is on the end line when he tries to get the ball out of his hands, throwing it away. 18:03 left to go after the L-Trip turnover was forced by the Mustangs. We'll see the ball jogged up the court. And trying to drive inside was Kyle. They'll get it back to Kyle beyond the three-point line. Now a 3 ball stepped into and 2 short. Bounces to Bullock. And Phoenix will get out onto the run with his first rebound of the night. He's been more active on the offensive side, 14 points in the first half. He was tied for the leading scorer. Scroggins, though, answers with the 3 ball, his first of the game, to get the lead back up to 4. However, a quick cut up the court by Trayvon Chambers gives him his 7th point. 52-50 with 7 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Reed takes the ball, attacks into the lane, lays it in. He is very good at keeping that ball up above his head when he cuts to the hoop and tries to attack in that form, and that's exactly what he did on that aggressive move to get the Golden Eagles out in front. They will see Western Wyoming go back inside, though. Micah Pierce continues his strong game, keeps it a 2-point possession, or 2-point contest. And the ball will be kicked up top to Ellery. Now Bullock looks inside. Muhammad calling for it. He has the height advantage inside, but they get it to him from an awkward angle and throw the ball away. Up ahead, it's Chambers laying it in and fouled, they say, by E.J. Scroggins. Chambers with 6 points in the second half, 12 points for the Mustangs, and a chance for them to go back in front. Scroggins picks up his second foul, but the bigger thing is just hoping that Chambers doesn't make the free throw. He is an 81% free throw shooter, though, so a good chance he will. Four out of 5 chance, at least, that he will, and he does. He got the shooter's roll on that one. Chambers now up to 10 points in the game. Mustangs back in front, 55-54, as we work with under almost 16 minutes to go. Bullock attacks. He'll fouled on that one. Chambers going to trade the free throw line for the infraction drawer, as he's going to end up sending Bullock to the free throw line, where he's had a good night so far, 2 of 3. Bullock looking to try and get on the scoreboard for the first time in the second half. 14 first half points for him. Gets his first. Now 15 points. Trails E.J. Scroggins by 2 for the team lead. These two have been probably the most impressive. Bullock out of Curie High School in Chicago. A lot of big names come out of that place when it comes to basketball. Only makes 1 of 2 at the line, as Micah Pierce is there for the board. Davenport holds on to it. 16:05 to go as the ball be wrapped up top. Back to Bullock. He is not only out of Curie High School, as the ball thrown away by the Mustangs on the baseline. Golden Eagles get the ball back again. But out of Curie High School, but not only to go to there, which is a hotbed for basketball in Illinois, and had success there. Then he goes to DMI, which is a hotbed down in Florida for prep school. And after 1 year there, was able to find a home at Laramie County Community College, as Dwayne Salisbury called his name, and he agreed to make the trip here. I was actually talking to him last time we had, because he was Athlete of the Week just 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he said actually the fact that he has bounced around so much to different areas of the country, not just town to town that might be 2 or 3 hours away, but states away. He said that actually helped him a lot when he came here to Laramie County Community College, because he kind of knew what to expect. DMI kind of prepped him for what he needed to do when he was the newcomer at a new place. He's definitely thrived here now, working on averaging double digits by the end of this season as a freshman, and he's going to be an exciting sophomore to watch next year. He'll take the ball here. Free throw line spin move into the lane, blocked away, gets it back, nearly able to get the rebound to fall through, but instead it's going to be pulled down by Westmoreland Vendiola. Bullock with the offensive board there, but man, just unfortunate on where it bounced to. Chambers with the basketball. He'll nearly be stripped of it. Gives up top to Kyle, and Western Wyoming with 10 on the shot clock will reset. Chambers gets the screen from Pierce. Gives out to Davenport. Has to rise over Butler for 3. Rebound bounces right into the hands of Pierce on the baseline, and he muscles it up for his 6th point of the second half. I've got him for 19 in the game. 14:48 to go. Reed takes the ball to his left. He'll step back, fades one short, and he's going to get fouled. It was short for a reason. Looked like Pierce ended up getting him on the arm for his first foul. 3rd team foul against Western Wyoming, and this is something similar to what happened the first time these two teams faced. Was Western Wyoming got into some foul trouble in that matchup. So kind of seeing an eerily similar trickle down in this second half of action as well, where Western Wyoming finding themselves with a few players who are starting to dig themselves a hole, although Reed can't notch home the first free throw. On the season, Reed 77.2 at the line, averages 15.1 points a game. He's at 9 currently, with 5 in the second half. Leading scorer for the Golden Eagles actually in the second half has been Jordan Reed, and he can't hit either one. Ice cold on that trip to the line as Davenport gets the rebound. He's got double-digit rebounds in the game as they'll feed the ball underneath, and another quick lay-in. Pierce starting to just show his muscle on the inside, has 8 in the second half. Golden Eagles need to find an answer for him on the inside with Abdullah Muhammad on the bench for the time being. Nearly stolen, is stolen. Boggs is going to get fouled on the run. It's going to be an inbounds coming up after Davion Butler ended up with the foul. And the question is it going to be intentional? No, it's not. Butler ended up getting the hands on him quickly enough before he could get kind of out in front of him. So they were shoulder to shoulder. It just goes as Butler's second team foul. Got to keep that momentum up right now if you're the Golden Eagles, because you've seen Western Wyoming starting to pull away, up by 4 points, largest lead for the Mustangs in the game. Pass flipped inside to Pierce. He'll spin to his right, floats one, and settles it through. Pierce on a 6-0 run of his own. Has pulled the Mustangs away. E.J. Scroggins now gets it on the left side. He'll back his way in. Kicked back out to Justin Daniels. His three ball kicks off the inside heel of the rim and is going to be rebounded by Westmoreland Vendiola. Rebounding has been something that the Mustangs have been winning in the game tonight. Golden Eagles, outside of Scroggins, haven't necessarily seen a whole lot of boards go their way. They have seen some steals, though. Scroggins jumping that pass, takes it in. Fouled on the floor, though, I believe. We'll see. Officials backing everybody away for the time being. And we've got an intentional foul is going to be called. So Scroggins won't get the and one. He will get 2 free throws, and we will get the ball if you're a Golden Eagle fan with 13:30 to go. And it's actually not going to be Scroggins taking the free throws. That's what's even better about it, is you go from a 48% free throw shooter at the line to a 76% free throw shooter in Davion Butler, but he sees the lid go on top of the rim. That's an unfortunate bounce, kicked out to the near side. And both of them miss. This is eerie. How cold the Golden Eagles have gone from the field. Now again, the good news, they get the ball back. As Boggs picked up his 3rd foul, 4th team foul on that play. And El Trip will sub in Abdullah Muhammad during the pause. Inbounds play. Reed will get this one in, stolen away. Boggs is going to be there for it and lays it up and in as he runs the court. And the turnover on the inbounds play, which was just thrown over the top of Davion Butler, tipped off his fingertips, and he couldn't get there again. 13 minutes and 15 to go. Ellery takes it, gives it back up to Butler as the Golden Eagles find themselves down 63-55. Scroggins goes in, blocked away. They call the foul. Westmoreland is going to end up being whistled for it, and then a technical added on by Davenport, who walks directly towards the bench, as obviously he was frustrated for his teammate and Amari Westmoreland Vendiola, who got called for the other foul. This could be 2 more fouls and then more possession for the Golden Eagles, as Ellery is going to be the one to step to the free throw line this time around. We got the media timeout coming either way. Officials have the chance to kind of talk things over, as over to the near side. They're going to talk to the scorers table. We'll watch what they say here when we come back on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics, where it is 63-55 Western Wyoming on top. We return back as the media timeout continuing to wind down here at Storey Gym. The officials still talking things over, but again, what just transpired, Amari Westmoreland Vendiola ended up fouling on the way down. I believe it was E.J. Scroggins that he fouled. And then Demetrius Davenport picked up the technical foul after complaining about it. And down by 8. The Golden Eagles could use this as their moment to try and rally back in. Last time they shot 2 free throws with nobody around, Davion Butler went 0 for 2 at the line. Pedro Ellery at the line does not. Notches home the first. One more coming up for the sophomore. Got 3 points and leaves at 4 as he can't hit the second one. Golden Eagles in the second half, just 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Got to make your free throws. Down by 7. That's 6 points you've left out there. E.J. Scroggins now steps to the line for 2 free throws, as he was the one who was fouled. And E.J., nothing but net as that one finds its way through. It's his first free throw make. He's now 1 of 4. Helps El Trip out, now 3 of 9. One more to make it a 5-point game, and he's able to notch that one through. So put another tally onto his total tonight. 5 in the second half, 19 in the game. He's got a career high this year of just over 70, or just over 20, or just under 30. There we go. I can promisely do math, possibly, maybe. 12:48 to go. Golden Eagles on defense as Western Wyoming looking to pick back up on the offensive side. Kyle for 3 from about 30. Can't get it, and the rebound is going to be pulled in by Westmoreland Vindiola, where he is fouled, and that goes on Jordan Reed. Reed picks up his first, just the 3rd team foul on Laramie County Community College. It'll be Boggs to inbound as he'll start the action from the baseline. Golden Eagles with Muhammad, Reed, Butler, Scroggins, and Ellery as their 5. Ball will be sent into the near side where Chambers resets it for Western Wyoming, who answer back with Davenport, Pierce, Boggs, and Westmoreland Vindiola. Right side Boggs swings one to the corner, running in to receive it as Chambers. In motion 3 is no good, and Muhammad scoops up the rebound as we hit 2:20 to go. Reed will attack. Into the lane he goes, gets Pierce up into the air, able to put one over the top of him. Muhammad with the offensive board, rises up and flushes it down for the dunk. And we've got a stoppage as a player down is Trayvon Chambers, and he is not in the best of ways. We'll take a break while they check on him. The athletic trainer out there on the court as well. Golden Eagles rallying back a 5-0 run after they trailed by 8. It's 63-60 at Storey Gym on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Brief pause there as helped off of the court to the near side. Chambers, I believe the young man's all right. He'll be replaced on the court by Davenport, who makes his, or excuse me, by Kyle, who makes his return. The Sterling, Colorado native gives to Boggs on the inbounds play, and Western Wyoming will try and attack to the left. They'll hesitate. Boggs goes all the way around the world, tips a pass out to Kyle. Gives off to Boggs again with under 12 minutes to go. Now Kyle takes it once more. Fed to the corner. Pierce kicks it to Boggs. Pump fake. Drives into the lane. He'll step back again. Ellery chasing him that way. Able to force the miss. Muhammad for his 4th rebound of the second half. Pulls that one down. Gets it out. Let it up ahead to Reed. Into the lane. Jordan softly kisses it off the glass on the lay-in. And Jordan up to double figures as 11, and El Trip within 1, 63-62. With 11:22 to go, Golden Eagles looking for one more stop as Kyle fading away in the corner, can't hit. Awkward shot, just the one you wanted if you're El Trip, as Muhammad able to secure the rebound, and now the Golden Eagles can answer back for the lead. Ellery can't hit it though. Off the side of the rim, Boggs there for the board. Up ahead, nobody in front as Westmoreland Vindiola able to dunk it down and get the lead back up to 3 for the Mustangs, who will take a timeout while they're at it to compose themselves on the near sideline. Break time again here on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Back with more from Storey Gym. Last we saw over in Eastern Wyoming, Casper College was leading the way in their battle with the Lancers. Casper College, of course, coming here tomorrow night. The Oil and Rail Series kicking off. First annual contest between the two biggest cities in Wyoming. Two colleges that represent those two cities coming here to Cheyenne this year. Next year will be up in Casper. Final game of the season between those two sides is what will dictate who will be the host of the final one. Golden Eagles kicking things off with that tomorrow. 4 o'clock for the men, 2 o'clock for the women's game. Hope to see you here at Storey Gym. Also sophomore night for Laramie County's men's and women's teams. Scroggins inside can't finish his lay-in as he was able to kind of dig his way inside. Rebound outside to Westmoreland Vindiola. He's had a strong second half in a couple of categories. 4 rebounds, though, really the biggest one he's contributed in. Boggs goes inside, and he's going to travel with the basketball as he took a couple too many tiptoes on the right side and taps on his chest saying, yeah, that was me getting caught. And then back over to the Golden Eagles as Phoenix Bullock will check back onto the court. And we will see L Tripp return with Jordan Reed taking the point. 10:20 to go. Reed will attack left, double team traps him outside of the three-point line. He'll hook one up to no man's land, nearly stolen by Boggs. Butler able to keep possession for the white jerseys. Kicks it to Bullock, no one near him in the corner, but his three ball no good. Rebound secured as he was falling down by Westmoreland Vindiola, and he'll save it to his teammate Boggs. They'll retreat it out due Western Wyoming. They want to slow this pace down. This is a team that likes to kind of control the pace. They score on average 10 points less than Laramie County does on the season. 76.7 on the year. As the ball stolen away by Butler, everybody tumbling over. Butler sees it tied up. Possession on the favor of the Golden Eagles with 9:43 to go. As Butler able to secure them an extra possession. Davenport was looking for the foul call and even goes and talks to the official about why he didn't get it. L Tripp will take possession either way, though. Not going to win a lot of those arguments going back to the officials, as even Coach Steve Souza is in the ear of the official right now. Longtime head coach for Western Wyoming. Bullock will give the ball outside to Scroggins. Dishes to Reed. Jordan wants to drive into the lane. Pump fakes once, up and under. Gets it to go. Just got his way inside of the restricted area, and Reed has 9 in the second half, 13 in the game. 2 away from his season average. He's starting to feel more and more like himself as this season's closed out. Western Wyoming looking to answer. They go inside, and Reed's going to get caught trying to hold on to Westmoreland Vindiola on the inside as he picks up his second and the team's 4th foul with 9:10 to go. Western Wyoming will have the ball underneath their own hoop, as we'll have Kyle do the inbounding for the Mustangs. We've got 20 on the shot clock to get adjusted, and the Mustangs will take advantage to get Eddie McPhee back onto the court. He'll replace Westmoreland Vindiola. Kyle to inbound. Goes into the paint. It's ball stripped away from Pierce by the Golden Eagles. Reed was the one with the steal. Up ahead they go, where Muhammad gives them the lead back as E.J. Scroggins able to feed it to him, completing the run down the court, started off by Jordan Reed. Under 9 minutes to go. Golden Eagles back where they want to be, on top, 66-65, as Kyle gives the ball to Davenport. Biggest difference, all of a sudden, Muhammad's been out there on the court, shutting down the inside and not letting Pierce really have much success. Near side 3 ball off the side of the rim is going to be saved by the Mustangs. Davenport ends up with it as he bodies himself away from Butler and saves some space. McPhee, the one who missed that last triple from deep. 8:20 to go. McPhee takes the ball up top. He'll want to drive, guarded by Bullock. Gives him back outside, and Pierce airballs that one out of bounds. And L Tripp on the shot clock violation anyways is going to get the ball back. Good defense there by L Tripp as we hit a 8:11 to go, and Coach Dwayne Salisbury wants to talk it over. Back after this on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Golden Eagles down by or up by one, 66-65 over Western Wyoming. 8 minutes remaining here at Storey Gym. Bullock, Reed, Muhammad, Scroggins, and Butler, the 5 for Laramie County Community College, as Butler will take the point and bring things forward. Freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. Family in town. They're all up here to watch them for the final homestand of the regular season. A couple of games that they get to come up and check out here at Storey Gym. Thanking them for bringing some nicer, warmer weather. Getting up to the 60s this weekend, thanks to the folks from Arizona being here, making it comfortable for him as Bullock drives inside. That was an uncomfortable spot to find himself in. Ball trickles out after he missed the shot. It's going to be rebounded by Chambers to Kyle, who floated too far to his left to make the three-point shot, and Butler closes off that one as he secures the rebound. Gives up ahead to Bullock. 19-foot jumper just falls out of the rim, but Scroggins inside. Nice offensive board for EJ, and the lead back up to 3 for Laramie County Community College. Looking to try and earn the chance to host Western Wyoming next week. This would give them the tiebreaker no matter what happens tomorrow. They would have swept Western Wyoming on the season after defeating them by 4 points in Rock Springs a few weeks ago. That was back on February 3rd. Pierce with the basketball, goes up top. Chambers drives in, free throw line floater, kicks off the front of the rim, bounced into the hands of McPhee, who is fouled. Eddie will have 2 free throw attempts coming up at the line. Foul goes against Muhammad. Only the first foul on Abdul. Again, he's put in some good minutes on the inside right now. And going back to the run that Western Wyoming went on to start this quarter that got them up by 8, 63-55, when they outscored Laramie County by a plethora of points. It was all coming inside. And a lot of it was when Abdullah was not on the court. So him coming back onto the court has been big. He's going to sub out for the time being, going a little bit smaller. And Ellery will sub on for him after the free throw was made at the line by McPhee. One more coming up, but we'll have to wait as we've got a timeout. 6:51 to go. Media timeout here at Storey Gym. 68-66. Golden Eagles on top. Seven minutes to go. The back and forth affair here at Storey Gym. The way this one started out, it looked like El Trip was going to run away from the Mustangs, pushing themselves out to a 17-4 lead after 6 minutes of the game. But Western Wyoming, give them credit. They fought back into this game, mostly behind the work of Micah Pierce inside, who's working on a 20-point game. 23 points, in fact, is what I've got him listed for. As McPhee at the line makes his second free throw to trim it back to a 1-point game. McPhee, who normally averages 14 points, just at 5. If Western Wyoming Community College wants to get back in this one, they're going to have to wake his offense up a little bit more to help give Pierce a partner. Butler into the lane, floats one up, fouled as he went soaring through a myriad of arms and appendages. Will step to the free throw line. He's 3 of 6 at the line right now. He's missed his last 3 though, including two intentional foul free throws with nobody there on the line, so he's looking to shake that off. First opportunity is good. Right back into the rhythm we're so used to from the 76% free throw shooter. 2-point lead again for Laramie County. Make that 70 points. They can't. That one outside of the rim. Bounces to Pierce. It stays a 2-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Mustangs can tie it up once again if they can notch home a lead here. 6.5 to go as McPhee takes it up top. Golden Eagles shifting into a 1-3-1. Opens up Boggs. Kick pass goes to Westmoreland Vindiola. Now Chambers goes underneath. And an offensive foul call goes against Pierce on the inside as he was stepping in to avoid Butler, and Pierce will turn it back over to the Golden Eagles. Second foul on Pierce, offensive foul, so no free throws, but that is the 8th team foul, and now you got a technical foul against the Mustangs and Coach Steve Souza. And Souza holding his hands out as his back was turned to the officials, but it must have been something he said afterwards, and that's going to send Ellery back the other way for more technical free throws, where he's 1 of 2 tonight from the line for Techies. So that counts as a team foul as well. Golden Eagles will be double bonus the rest of the way through for the final 6:10. That could be a game changer this evening with that technical foul being called. First one for Ellery was good. Second one follows through, is true, and Ellery with 6 points tonight. Half of that coming from the free throw line. Laramie County will have the basketball with 6 minutes and 10 remaining. Bullock will get the ball as the target for Butler, and he'll give it back to DB. Calls out the play as he gets to the half-court stripe. Golden Eagles will shuffle around with a little bit of motion. Ellery hands off to Butler. Gives it to Bullock. Now Reed as they work that weave up top. It was a short weave, though. Reed drives inside, looking for the contact. Didn't get the call, and the ball bounces to Pierce. He'll give to Boggs all the way down. Lays it in. Back to a one-possession game. Nobody able to slow down Case and Boggs, who's got 7. Bullock will try to be that aggressive man again on his side. Goes inside. Westmoreland Vindiola can't hit, and the rebound bounces to Micah Pierce, who's working towards a double-double. Chance to tie again for the Mustangs as Boggs will step up at the free throw line and dish outside to Chambers. Nobody stays in front as Ellery got beat by his shimmy, and Chambers evens this up with his 12th point. 71 all with 5:14 to go. Ellery gives it off to Reed, who finds Butler. Looked like he was going to take the 3. Now he does. Had to hesitate out of rhythm. Good thing the ball bounced out to Jordan Reed because L Tripp gets another option, and Ellery takes the feed and bottoms out his second triple of the game. 9 points for Pedro, averages just over 3 three-pointers a night, and shoots the best on the team from 3 with 39%. And we've got a foul back the other way to answer back, as the Mustangs will have free throws coming up with 4:45 to go, and Daniels just picked up his second foul. 16 foul against the Golden Eagles with 4:45 to go. Timeout's going to get taken by the Mustangs, so we'll see what's going on when we come back, as it is going to be, I believe, Eddie McPhee at the line taking free throws when we return on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Golden Eagles coming out of the timeout taken by Western Wyoming. It will not be free throws. As they say, that one was on the floor, so no shots coming up for McPhee. Instead, it'll be Boggs with the inbounds play. 4:45 to go. L-Trip leading by 3. Final quarter of this second half action. Davenport takes on the right side. He's just coming off of the bench. Boggs will get the ball from him, tries to attack, double team forms. Ellery nearly able to feed the ball away. Boggs keeps possession of it, gives right side. Chambers hops into a 3. That one airballed, saved back into play though by the Mustangs, but they see the shot clock violation as the Golden Eagles defense able to force that one off. Muhammad will inbound the basketball to Butler. He'll walk this one back up. Left to right, Golden Eagles working. Here at home in front of a good crowd that's been entertained with this one. Muhammad released to the hoop, couldn't catch him on that one. They'll get it to him again. He gets space underneath and goes with the reverse one-handed flush. Abdullah with 8, emphatically putting L-Trip up by 2 possessions as Boggs travels with the basketball, loses his possession as he danced into the lane, lost his balance and kind of fell away. Had to take the extra step to control it, and we've got another timeout taken, this time by the Golden Eagles. Back after this, as the Golden Eagles looking to try and close things out at home and earn one more home game for next week when we return on LCCC Golden Eagle Athletics. Timeout will break as the Golden Eagles return back to the court. Bullock, Muhammad, Butler, Ellery, and Scroggins answered back by Chambers, Davenport, Kyle, Pierce, and McPhee. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go as Butler gets the inbounds play and will walk it up. Still got to hold on. We saw Western Wyoming go on a long run early on in this first half or second half as Bullock gets the ball 12 feet away, too strong. Rebound kicks hard to Scroggins, and he'll give it back out to Bullock, who will slow it down. Scroggins picking up his 7th rebound, offensive one for number 2. Gets the ball fed to him and spins inside as he's closing in on 25. Up the court will bring the ball with Chambers. 7 points the lead for L-Trip after we were tied at 71 all. Kyle goes inside. McPhee has the ball tipped away. Stolen eventually by Bullock, who leads the break. Kicks it to Scroggins. Now Butler for 3. DB! The 3-point lead for DB as the AZ Compass teammates team up again. And it's a 10-point run for the Golden Eagles, up 81-71 with 2:54 to go. Right side Chambers gives it to Kyle. Fed underneath where McPhee spins to the hoop. He's fouled and will step to the free throw line. Coach Salisbury applauding the effort on the inside as he liked the fact that it was contested. And McPhee will try and build on his 3 of 4 night at the line. What a clutch 3, though, going back to Davion Butler. And the nice extra pass from E.J. Scroggins for his 5th assist unofficially. First free throw, no good on the 1-and-1s. No, he did get 2. It was a shooting foul. I thought it was. Everybody responded like it wasn't from both teams that were lined up along the lane. But the officials say, no, it was a 2. Now McPhee takes it again. Fans making some noise from the right side as the women's basketball team and a few of the parents that made the drives up to watch their kids cheer along from the sideline, but the second free throw falls through. It's 6 points in the game for McPhee. Bullock will dribble. Now Scroggins to Butler and inside to Scroggins again. Double team forms around him. He's been hot on the inside. Has a shot this time tipped away and blocked away. Back over to the Mustangs, says the baseline official. As the last to touch it was EJ trying to tip it out of a double team that had stayed around him, trying to keep him from getting the rebound. Again, he's the leading rebounder on the season for the Golden Eagles. Muhammad right behind him at just over 5. McPhee takes the ball right side, able to get past Ellery. Abdullah on the inside, plays tight defense, but can't keep McPhee from working that one in. And the lead trimmed back to 7 as we wind toward 2 minutes to go. Davion Butler takes it to the right side. Bullock got the fake handoff. Instead, they give it to Pedro. He'll give it along to Bullock again. Davenport stays with him until he can't. He'll kick it to the corner. Can Davion hit 2? He can! Erases all the work made by the Mustangs on that one to make it a 10-point lead again, and then an offensive foul kicks it back over to El Tripp as Jackson Kyle with the foul picks up his second, and the 10th team foul will send it back to El Tripp on the turnover. 1:41 to go as the ball is inbounded, and El Tripp will take this one and slow this one down. Seems to me like window dressings is all that's left on this one, but it is college hoops as DB has that one blocked away, but he loses the ball, does Pierce, as DB comes back from behind for the steal. And now with the fresh 30, the Golden Eagles can take this one down to about 50 seconds left before they have to take a shot. Davion wants to attack. Steps again, step back 3, nearly got his 3rd straight. Chambers there for the rebound, up ahead to McPhee, who goes inside, and he's fouled by Davion Butler, who was trying for the clean strip, but just ended up getting a bit too much contact on Eddie McPhee, making the run down the court. And McPhee will step to the line again, where, as he said, 4 of 6 from the line. Below his season average, but he's been below his season averages on everything. 5.6 rebounds a year on the season, or a game on the season, only 3 tonight. 14 points a night on the season. He's only scored 8, make it 9 as he does make the first free throw. And free throw shooting, he's hovering right around his season average of 74.1. Cuts it to a 9-point game with 56.2 to go. One more coming up. Crowd makes some noise as that one also is good. Full court pressure being applied. Mustangs not giving up yet on this one as Ellery has the ball stripped, gets it back in the front court, feeds it forward to Bullock. To the hoop he goes, reverse layup, settles off of the rim, but tipped in again by E.J. Scroggins for another offensive board. All 3 of his rebounds in the second half have been offensive. He's had a fun night in this second half of the game. Chambers fades away. He can't get that to go. Rebound secured by Ellery underneath, and that might just do it for this one. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as Butler weaves through traffic to break the press and will take it and say 8-ball corner pocket, where he holds on to this one. And the fans across the way rise to their feet to applaud the effort by the Golden Eagles as a 10-0 run from 71-71 to 81-71 ices the game away. Golden Eagles will have to play defense for 2 seconds, but this one is all over here at Storey Gymnasium. And the Golden Eagles will move to 5-6 on the regular season in regular conference play. 16-13 on the season as they sweep the Mustangs for the season series. And we will have a Saturday home game for LCCC's men's basketball team here at Storey Gym on Saturday. More information will come on that, but we want to remind you tomorrow, be sure to show up to Storey Gym. We've got the Whale and Rail Series kicking off. Casper College coming into town, and we hope to see you here 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock for men's and women's hoops action against the Thunderbirds from up the road. Thanks again for tuning in. Till next time, have a wonderful evening.